Welcome to a special edition of Indigo Living's On the Couch series. Well, as you can see, the couch is gone. I got a fancy new table, new chairs, but today is a very special day. Today I get to welcome and interview the founder of Indigo Living. He's the true visionary behind the brand and has flown in all the way from Hong Kong. John is here to talk about, well, Indigo Living, their journey and what they are offering going forward, and as well as their services from home staging, big projects, villas, interior design, and of course, beautiful furniture every season. They're on trend, and it's because of John. So please welcome the man of the hour, John McLennan. John, I'm thrilled to have you. Well,
great to be back.
In your business, in your company, but I'm kind of taking over this table. Yeah. It is so nice for you to be here.
Yeah, it's been 6 months, so it's been fantastic to be back.
Is this the first flight you've been on?
This is the first flight since January.
Well, I'm so glad it's in Dubai.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back.
Well, I want to first of all take this opportunity to say thank you to you, because you've given us a platform. Your incredible team here has given us a platform every Thursday to celebrate women. So I think you're the only man who's been on the chair.
I feel privileged.
Only because you're the boss.
Yeah.
But you know, you've given us a platform to celebrate women in business, philanthropists, leaders in the region, at all stages of their careers, and to share their stories. And I think, honestly, we're so grateful. We get so many viewer comments coming in where people have been inspired to start businesses, learn lessons, and of course, while they're here, they shop as well. So that's always great.
I hope so.
But thank you for giving us this platform to share everyone's stories.
No, my pleasure. I mean, it's fantastic. I'm glad that we've been able to do that. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for you to highlight the women of the region, what's going on, businesses, and just I mean, without the women, we'd be in real trouble.
Exactly.
You know.
We have a purpose. Yes. We have a purpose. You're the founder and executive chairman of Indigo Living. This started in Hong Kong. Yes. When did it come to this region?
We came to Dubai in 2005, and we actually came with our other sort of parts of our business. I mean, most people know us from our retail showrooms and our beautiful furniture. We came to Dubai and started in the project business here with hotels, service apartments, and furnished apartments.
Which is huge here, by the way, because you have a really transient culture here.
Yes.
And so what is the 360 model of Indigo Living? Because I feel like people come to the showroom like me and I'll buy furniture for my home. The 360 model of Indigo Living is?
Starting with retail, as you've seen, and you come and buy furniture. Thank you very much for being a customer. But we also have furniture leasing for, you talked about transient people moving about the region. Mm-hmm. And so if you come in, you can come into Dubai to live for a short period or a long period. You can lease furniture from us, anywhere as short as 1 month up to 2 years. Work with our interior designers and end up with a stunning home. We also do furniture leasing for developers that are looking to do show flats, people looking to stage their homes before sales. So there's quite a good opportunity there. And the other part of our business is more B2B, which is the design business for hotels, service apartments. We do a lot of villas. We work with a lot of developers. So it's all about design at Indigo. So everything from the B2B right down to the customer walking in and looking for an accessory or a whole home.
You said the word design because I feel like you pick up the catalog and you can just be captivated by trends. Just like in the fashion space, you have the autumn, winter season, we have spring, summer. How did you guys come up with that approach? It's really different compared to any other of your competitors.
Well, I think it's one of our sort of standout differentiators in the business. I think I've always felt like, you know, as you go through with clothing in the summers and the winters, you know, you want something new, you want to be able to update. The trends change quite often, so why not in home furnishings as well? I mean, you have the basics, you have the foundations of your home, all the bigger pieces, but layering on top the seasonal look and feel, I think, is really important. And it's exciting for us as a business because we get to keep up with trends, and it's exciting for our customers because every time they come in, there's something new.
And do you love the creative space of that? Is that your passion?
That's my side
of the business. That's your passion, yeah.
If you talk to people in the business, I'm more the creative side. You know, you still have to know all your numbers and all the business, but my passion is the creative side. So each season coming up with the new looks, you know, we're working 1 year in advance to kind of say, hey, what are people going to buy in a year? And so you have to little bit of crystal ball, a little bit of research, and then hopefully you come up with the right idea for the next season.
And this year has been a tricky year.
Yes.
In a sense where I think people have just been home.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's been so busy that they just realized that a lot of people were at home for several months,
Yeah.
and they started to look at the same piece of furniture,
Exactly.
the same bed sheets. What trends have you seen or just what have you guys seen as a team over the past few months?
I mean, originally I think everybody was at home and they were a little bit nervous, a little bit afraid, and everybody was just sort of cocooning and thinking, we're gonna be here. And then the longer people stayed at home, the more people, as you said, they started looking around their home and saying,
I need a rug.
We've had this rug for 6 years, we've had that sofa for 5 years. And the whole idea of home office as well, people starting to work from home and actually needing a proper space and a proper area to work. So we found a lot of people coming in and asking us, what can we do in our home to help our kids doing school at home, maybe one of the parents actually working from home. So with our interior design service, we've been able to sort of help repurpose some people's rooms or people's home. But I think you're finding people wanting to be comfortable. I mean, because they're in their home, they really want to be comfortable on what they're sitting on, and they want their home to look beautiful and be comfortable and be part of who they are. So I think that's one of the most important
that's
things.
been the biggest revelation for so many people is being at home.
Yes.
And the idea of just taking accessories or changing things up a little to just add a little brightness and change.
No, it's
in a good
easy
way.
to do.
Yeah.
I mean, easy to, we've got everything from the accessories through to bedding, to cushions, to artwork, anything, just little things that sort of refresh your home, give you that sort of, maybe in Hong Kong they were calling it revenge shopping.
Oh, really?
For being stuck in home for so long. They came out and they went out and they went crazy. And so it's been good for us. We've had obviously a tough first 6 months, like I think everybody did around the world, but I think people are feeling a little bit more confident and a little more optimistic and starting to, still be careful, be wary, but, venturing out and doing things, but doing them in a safe way.
Of course. And you're based in Hong Kong. Are there any differences between this market here in the Middle East and Hong Kong that you've seen with styles or trend patterns? Or
I think the biggest thing for me is size.
Yeah.
For what
space,
I call a master bedroom, you would call a walk-in closet.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
pretty much.
Yeah, so it's in that respect, we've had to get used to just the size differences. As far as style, I mean, I think Dubai is right on the forefront of what's going on in the world style-wise. Everybody here knows what's coming up, what's the trend, and that type of thing. And we try and do the same in Hong Kong. And we're both fairly international cities, so there's a lot of influence from all over the world. So maybe a little bit more color here in Dubai.
Yeah, we love color.
Yeah. And I think it works beautifully.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing, size and color.
And what is the next plan going forward for Indigo Living?
Oh, wow. Always looking to expand in the region, in the Middle East. We'd love to be able to go to other Emirates, other countries within the region. We want to expand our online business. That's a key thing for us. And it's been growing quite dramatically during the lockdown. A lot of people spend a lot of time
online,
shopping online. And so that's something we're building on. Our project business, we want to get more involved with what's going on in the hotels and with the developers here. So it's just a matter of, expanding again. We've had a little bit of a break. Everybody's taken a breath, and it's now time to get back out there and start, building a business again.
And you're in Dubai for a few days. Are you trying new restaurants? What are you doing with your time? The weather's amazing.
It's been stunning.
It's been so nice.
Absolutely stunning. It's been great because Hong Kong has not had, until recently, we weren't allowed to go out to restaurants after 6 o'clock.
Really?
They closed everything at 6, so nothing was open after 6. We've been eating at home for a month or more now, so coming here, it's been a treat to go out and
be out after 7.
Yeah, exactly, and go out and try different restaurants.
Yeah.
Dubai has an amazing culinary scene.
Yes.
I think much wider than Hong Kong.
Really?
Yes. I mean, Hong Kong has a lot of sort of Asian-influenced restaurants and international restaurants, but not so many restaurants from this region. And so I just love coming here and having all the different tastes and food. Everything is so fresh.
It is.
It's fantastic.
Actually, we're very lucky in the restaurant scene. And you are an adventure person. You're not Hitting the beach or the water?
Well, no, actually, to be honest,
Sailing?
I've been up at 5 o'clock most mornings, and I'm out with an outrigger canoe club here.
Amazing.
Off Kite and Surf Beach. We go out at 6 in the morning, and we're out for a couple hours every morning, and I come back into work.
That's brilliant.
It's fantastic. It's, get out in the water, get to see the sunrise.
Yes.
And see
amazing.
Dubai from a different aspect.
I feel like I just learned something about Dubai at the canoe club. That's great. John, the past few months has been so interesting with, well, just having the kids at home. How was that?
Wasn't expected this summer. And my son was supposed to be working in New York, but that was canceled, so he came home, and we had 3 months with him and my daughter, and we got to spend time as a family, hiking, swimming, boating, just doing all the things we like to do in Hong Kong. And the special thing for me was to see how my son has changed from, being a young boy to being at university and coming back and seeing him as a young man now, and just seeing how well he's grown up. So it's been a real pleasure this summer.
And does he have the same passions as you, all that outdoor adventure?
Very much, very much outdoor. I can't get him out on an outrigger canoe though. That's my passion.
That's your passion.
He doesn't seem to like that. He's much more of a mountain climbing, skiing, that kind of thing.
Well,
rock
that's
climbing,
very adventurous.
Yeah, he really likes that kind of thing.
And during this time, did you have a home office? Did you end up working from home the past 2 months?
Actually, in Hong Kong, we never actually had to stay at home. We never closed down completely.
Oh, that's so interesting.
We did switch offices so that we had 50% in one day and then 50% in the other day. So you could say I worked half my time at home. So I used the dining room table. I need a big space.
You need a big
and it was
space.
a 3-meter dining room table, and it was full.
Oh, was it full?
So it was good.
And was that a big change to be at home as well?
From the creative side, I found it really difficult, because when we're in the office and we're designing next season's look and feel, and we're looking at colors and we're looking at materials and designs, and we've got these big mood boards all over the walls. When you're trying to do it by Zoom, or you're trying to meet somebody one day and somebody the other day, I find it from a creative aspect, it's a little bit limiting, but I think we managed to do it this year.
Well, it was definitely a change for everyone.
Yes.
And your kids have are they interested in going in the business that you founded?
No, I don't think so. My son is a real environmentalist, so he will be in that sort of part of business. And my daughter, she wants to be on Broadway.
Which is amazing.
So singing, dancing, acting, nothing to do with furniture. So we'll have to find somebody else, unless you're interested.
Well, I will make a note that you guys have incredible female executives. So I do want to highlight that about Indigo Living.
We do, yeah. Our CEO is a woman, and we have a much bigger proportion of women in our leadership in our business than I think a lot of other businesses do.
And what have you seen like with women in? Well, you have a CEO. I know. I met her. What do you see what it's like working with them? Because I think right now the big topic right now is this balance of proportions of genders. Do you see a difference working with?
I do. I mean, as I think is very true, women are amazing at multitasking.
Yeah, exactly.
Men tend to have sort of this one sort of, we're going forward doing this, and women are able to manage. And our business has a lot of arms going in a lot of different directions. And so having Tracy is our CEO. She's able to sort of get a good picture of where things are going and what's happening, and she keeps me focused, which is good. And the other ladies in our group, they manage everything from the marketing to the buying, all the way through to our corporate sales in Hong Kong is Fiona Mock. She's our head there, and she does a fantastic job.
No, that's amazing. Well, I will say it's a true testament to the brand of Indigo Living that, well, ever since I've been with you guys, I've seen your employees always standing by your side. So they've been there. So there's that element of happiness. There's the element of being loyal to your team and growth, which is incredible. And obviously having Tracy as a CEO is incredible as well.
We try and keep it we work hard and everybody does their job really well, but we're almost a family in that there's been people with us for a long time. And so I think if you look at the average years that people have worked for us, it's quite lengthy, and I think more so than in many other companies. And everybody, I've been through marriages, births all the way through with different, with different family or different employees. And so it's been an amazing adventure.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, I'm happy you're in Dubai, and thank you for being with us.
Pleasure. Always fun to come.
Enjoy canoeing at 5 a.m. Don't call me. I'll see you in the afternoon.
You haven't seen the sun come up yet over the desert? It's beautiful.
No, it is beautiful. Actually, I have done it once in a while, and it's beautiful here in the region too.
It is.
So I'm glad you've done that, and I've learned a few new things to do in Dubai as well.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful city. I'm happy to be back every time.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. Thank you once again for giving us a platform, and thank you for giving us, beautiful home and chairs. I think home is where the heart is, and I think everyone really felt true gratitude being at home and having that opportunity to be at home. And the past few months, I think everyone learned a lot, actually.
I think so. I think people are now, taking the home less for granted, and they're saying, this is where we live, this is where we spend a lot of time, this is where we build our family moments. So let's make it the best it can be. And at Indigo, we hope to help them live beautifully.
Well, I was just going to say, I ask all the guests, about what living beautifully means to them. And since you came up with the motto, what does it mean to you?
For me, live beautifully is an important aspect of your whole life. It's living beautiful with your family, with your friends, within your community, as well as just the sort of aesthetics that you live around. But it's much bigger than just a beautiful looking home. It's being with your family, being with your friends, and being part of the community. So I think that's a key part of living beautifully.
Well, I love that. Well, thank you, John, for being on my show, and thank you for being in your showroom. Enjoy the rest of Dubai. Eat well. Stay awake past 7 p.m.
I am. It's great.
Well, enjoy, and thank you for watching us each week. This episode was truly special. John, of course, is the founder of Indigo Living and the visionary behind this brand. Make sure you follow Indigo Living UAE, follow Indigo Living, of course, and keep us posted for next week. See you then. Bye.